Welcome back to Cuppa Ammo. My name's Justin. Today we're going to just take a quick look at a firearm I recently purchased. As you can tell, it is a Smith Wesson Performance Center. It is their new to this year 9mm long slide ported. I've been wanting to pick up a Smith Wesson full size for a while. I have a compact, and I had picked up a couple of the extended mags, or full-size mags, for my compact for when I take it to the range. So I already had a couple mags for it. So it was only logical for me to pick up a full-size M&P since I already had extra mags for it. So went all out and got the Performance ported. As you can tell, I do not have a red dot on it. They will accept one. That'll be a future purchase down the road when I can afford to get one. Just some early thoughts I have on the gun. One of my concerns going into it was the trigger. My compact, I did not like the stock M&P trigger on it at all. I put 1,000 rounds through the gun just to try to break in the trigger, see if I would warm up to it. I did not, so I pulled the trigger and put a full Apex kit in it. Love the trigger now. Absolutely love that Apex trigger kit. It makes a huge difference. So looking at getting a full-size M&P, I was slightly concerned about the trigger and having to put another Apex kit in, as about $160 for the full kit. And I didn't want to purchase a $700 gun just to put a $160 trigger on it, especially for something that I'm just gonna use as a range gun. So I was very surprised by the trigger on this. Of course, it is Smith & Wesson's performance trigger. They do say it has in the descriptions a performance sear. And it also has an adjustable trigger stop to get rid of trigger over travel, which you can see right here behind the trigger, which is adjustable. While I'm talking, I can show you. If you remove the back strap, there's a cutout behind the back strap that you can get at it's basically just a set screw that they've put a hole in the side of the side. You can just adjust it. Just a hole right there. And they actually do send you, when you purchase it, it comes with it a nice long Allen wrench to adjust that with. And it talks about it in the manual. It talks about how to go about adjusting it according to their recommendations. And it does note in here that to watch out for your magazine catching on it, stuff like that. So really easy to self-explanatory. Just read through it. I know we all hate reading through manuals, but sometimes it's helpful. So I've been very pleased with this trigger. Like I said, it was the biggest concern I had going into it after owning my compact, was I wouldn't like the trigger on it. So it comes apart just like any of the other M&Ps and pretty much any of the modern striker fire guns. Something I have noticed with it is because I have been shooting it without a red dot, the front sight gets dirty very, very quickly. 2-3 shots to this gun and your white dot will completely disappear. You won't be able to see it anymore, and your sight picture, of course, completely changes, and now you just have a black post and 2 white dots on the sides that you're using to aim. Like I said, I'm just using this as a range gun, so it's not really that big of a deal for me. Maybe a big deal for others. Eventually down the road I'll put a optic on it and I won't even have to worry about iron sights. But for those that it may be interested in knowing, These sights are taller than your standard M&P sights, so that if you put some of the smaller red dots on it, you can co-witness your sights with the red dot. Personally, not an issue. The one I'm actually looking at right now is the Vortex Razor, and it's a larger sight and it won't be able to co-witness. Something else I've noticed with the port, the ports get very dirty. You're probably not going to be able to see this, but even after I've cleaned this really well, you can still see carbon buildup around the ports. I've basically been just taking a plastic scrape and trying to scrape it all off. It eventually, majority of it comes off. I'm thinking about trying some frog lube on it. I have a couple buddies that use frog lube to clean their guns all the time, and so I've been just using Hobbs 9, and so I've been thinking about trying some of that frog lube out on it, see if it cleans it up a little bit better. But just a quick overview. I've only put about 400 rounds through the gun so far. I'm very much enjoying it. It's very happy with the trigger that it comes with. The back straps are the more aggressive back straps that the M&Ps, I believe it's the core, and then of course the Performance Center core, come with these more aggressive back straps. I have Talon grips on my compact because I did not like how loose it was, or how slick of a grip it was. This, I may end up putting a Talon grip on it still, but for now, it's not necessary. It actually makes, this back strap makes a huge difference compared to the standard one that Smith Wesson's come with. But yeah, just a quick overview. Things it comes with. Comes with, of course, your manual. Comes with the 3 different size back straps, small, medium, and large. Comes with 2 magazines. It comes with the wrench to adjust the trigger over travel. With it being the core series, it comes with some different base plates, 5 different base plates, and some hardware. In the manual, they talk about how it's preset up for 6 different manufacturer's red dots that will fit on it right out of the box, and it just talks about which dot need which plates. I'm sure there's plenty more that'll fit on it with no problem. You can find that out online. I know Razor just this year released 2 new, Vortex just released 2 new red dots this year, the Viper and the Venom. And I know that when you look on their website at the Viper, it's actually mounted on this firearm for them to show it off. And they're both small enough red dots that you can co-witness the sights with them. So, anyways, just been a real quick overlook. This has been Cup of Ammo. Just taking a look at the M&P Performance Center Ported. Hope you enjoyed.